We are back. Welcome to another Hot Jobs with Hire Military. Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday afternoon already. Can you believe it? I feel like it should still be Monday morning. It's really great to see you today. If you've not joined us previously, we are so glad to have you here. I'm looking forward to being able to share all of our newest information that we have this week to give out to our population. Heads up, first of all, you are most likely watching this on repeat after the event. LinkedIn is having some technical difficulties today that we are highly aware of. And so we know that if you press the event link, it's probably giving you an error message. So if you are joining us not live, thank you for coming back. And we will get this information to you in the most succinct of manners. Also, one last thing for me about that piece is I rely heavily on the comments and the streams that come through to really interact with you during this. So if I'm slightly punctuated, a little bit staccato compared to normal, that's just because I can't see who's here and I can't talk to you. So welcome to everybody. I mean, I could throw some names out here of common names that come up, but I'm not going to do that. What we really want to hear from you is, and drop this into the comment after the event because we do want to hear from you, where you are watching from, what sort of role you are looking for, and is it SkillBridge or a direct hire position that tickles your fancy right now? Also, if you have any questions for us, please do drop them in the chats, and then one of the team here during, later on today will come back and we will give you as much information as possible. As we go through and we share the roles today, what I would ask you to do is if you hear of a role that you are really interested in, do drop a comment so that we can see that you've seen it and we can share the URL with you. But also in terms of proactivity, there are two other things you can do. You can see this link above, hiremilitary.us. Go onto the website, find the role and hit that apply button. Also, if you really want the information sooner rather than later, or if you have a question, do connect with one of us here on LinkedIn. We'd be very happy to see you in our inbox through DM, and we will share as much as we possibly can. This really is our favorite 30 minutes of the week, although it's testing right now because I don't see anybody here. And so we're really glad to be able to come here and share as much information as we possibly can. In the event page that you will have seen are a few links that I'd want to draw your attention to before we move on. First and foremost, Mike Quinn, our CEO, is hosting his monthly Mastering LinkedIn webinar with the USO Transitions team tomorrow afternoon, evening actually, 7 p.m. Eastern time. You do need to register for that because you need to get the Zoom link, and we have given you all of the details in the event. He does have another one on the 25th if you want to go to that too this month every now and again. He does have two, like a blue moon. And so if you miss tomorrow's, definitely take a look and register for the 25th. Essentially, he teaches you how to really utilize your LinkedIn profile to navigate your job search journey and to connect and network. Also, we have there the Beginner's Guide to an Effective LinkedIn Profile. If you want a short, sharp snapshot of how to maximize your LinkedIn profile, how to optimize it, and also how to target your resume, how to get your resume out there looking really good and making it a document that really is the answer to that recruiter's prayers, demonstrating how you are the most suitable and greatest of applicants for a role. If we haven't met, it is really lovely to see you today. I am Lucy. I am one of the directors here at Hire Military. I've been here for about 2.5 years now. Don't be fooled by the accent. I know a fair amount about military and the military life because I'm an active duty Air Force spouse. We are currently on our final assignment. Retirement is looming, thankfully. And I'm about as far away as I possibly can be from anybody unless you are in Fairbanks, Alaska, because we are stationed at Eielson Air Force Base in the interior. And it's really great to see you. I'm going to hand over to you, Matt Collins.
Hey, thanks, Lucy. Really great to be here, to see everyone share these opportunities again this week. Matt Collins, I am the SkillBridge recruiter, or one of 3 SkillBridge recruiters here at the Hire Military team. 28-year Army veteran. I spent the majority of that time in the active duty guard realm. So I love talking to active duty guard members because SkillBridge is for you as well. And I now reside in beautiful Missoula, Montana, where fall is upon us, and it's a really nice time to be here for about 6 more weeks until resiliency training begins and the winter sets in. So really excited to be here today and share some opportunities. And with that, I will pass it over to you, Kate Wood.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Matt. Hey, everyone. Name is Kate Wood. I'm the recruiting manager here at Higher Military. Like some of the other members on our team, most of the members of our team, I'm a veteran as well. I was in the Army for a little over 6 years, and then I transitioned to the military spouse side as my husband is still actively serving in the Army. We are stationed Oconus right now on a special duty assignment to Panama. So excited to be able to still continue working with our team here at Higher Military. But really excited to share some direct hire opportunities with everyone today. And I see we do have a couple people that have cracked the code on the comments, so it's good to see some familiar faces here. But really excited to engage with anyone else that sees this on replay as well to share more information about our roles too. So I will pass it over to Matt Hart.
All right, thanks, Kate. So I'm Matt, one of the recruiters at Higher Military, Marine Corps veteran, and live out in East Tennessee. I'm going to share some direct hire opportunities with you. Please, again, if you hear anything that we talk about, this small fraction of what we have, you can go to the website right there, whichever way I have to point my fingers up here. Go there. You can see the full job descriptions, everything we have available. I think we just posted probably 12 or 13 new jobs within the past few days. So things are looking good. Just go. You can see a whole bunch of different things we have available for us. Yeah. I'll turn it over to Lucy again and get this thing moving.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Matt. Two of our long-standing followers and favorites, Jake at Masonite and John Lamb, seem to have cracked the code and are able to comment. So, hey, guys, it's really lovely to see you today. For those of you who are commenting that you can't get in, but you may see this after the event, we know, and we are so sorry. Hopefully you do get to be part of this later on. So just before we get going, let me draw your attention to some more resources that we want to share with you. First and foremost, if you are familiar with our website, you'll know this already. But if you are not, take a look at highermilitary.us. As much as we are a staffing agency, and that is our organization, that is what we do for the military population, we also love to share as much information as possible. And because of the day job, we can't always take time to meet with you, have 30-minute conversations with everybody who knocks on our door. So we have created some really stellar resources for you to take a look at. We've mentioned already the resume targeting piece that has an indicative resume and really how to translate a job description into a document that works well as a submission for you in terms of application. We've mentioned the LinkedIn creation piece as well, but there's so many other documents there that we share initially via newsletter here on LinkedIn, and then we post on our website. There are some specifically for male spouses as well, so please take a look at those. Equally, when you go straight into our website, you will see 4 big buttons across the front. 2 of them have the jobs, the SkillBridge internship opportunities and the direct hire positions, but another 2 allow you to join our talent pool. And what that essentially means is if you are looking for a role, you go to our website, you don't see anything that is relevant to you right now, but you want to let us know that you are actively searching and you want to hear first about roles that we are recruiting. Equally, you want us to identify your skill set or your experience as we are searching our database. You can register in our talent pool either for SkillBridge or for direct hire. So just wanted to draw your attention to those. So let's get going. If we share roles today that you are interested in, please remember that you can show your interest by saying program manager, Boston, Massachusetts, rather than interested, because we are definitely going to be coming to you after this event to share the URLs. So we need to know which one you're interested in. But if there is something that you think, oh gosh, yeah, that's definitely for me, do go to our website or do send us a DM and we will get that information to you as soon as we possibly can. So I think we'll go over to SkillBridge first of all today. MC, you are up. Before we get going, why don't you share who the SkillBridge internship is for? Who is eligible to take part in this internship?
I would love to, Lucy. Thank you. So SkillBridge is for those still on active duty. We do get that question a lot, guys. So if you are already out, you're going to want to listen to these direct hire opportunities today. SkillBridge is solely for those still on active duty, and specifically for those that are 6 months out from your last 6 months out from your ETS date, essentially. So if you're still on active duty, you're 6 months out from your ETS date, it's a DoD approved, a DoD wide program that's there for you. So you are eligible. So as I say every week on Hot Jobs, or if it's your first time here, 8 months, 12 months out, you really want to start having that conversation with your command team to make sure they're tracking you want to pursue a SkillBridge, And more importantly, you really need to start digging into where you want to be in the country and what industry you want to pursue for SkillBridge. And as Lucy alluded to, if you go onto our website, you can filter all of our SkillBridge internship opportunities by industry and by location to really start honing in, understanding what you want to do when you get out there and pursue a SkillBridge when you get to that eligibility timeline. So again, if you're on active duty, SkillBridge is for you. If you're off active duty, SkillBridge, unfortunately, is not a program for you, but that's where our direct hire team comes into play. So with that, talk about some SkillBridge roles right now for those folks that are coming up on that 6-month window and are starting to look. It is with one of our favorite partners. Jake somehow again cracked the code. He's in our comments. Not sure how he did it, but Jake, big shout out. Jake is our partner with Masonite, and I'm going to talk specifically about some Masonite roles we have today that are new and really, really exciting. The first one is a quality manager role. This is in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And so Masonite right now, they're seeking a SkillBridge candidate who would coach and develop team members, improve skill sets. You'd be identifying best practices, optimizing the use of quality tools to enable the team to provide superior quality. It's really about process improvement, quality management, that lean agile function. So, of course, they're going to be looking for a candidate that's got some basic quality systems knowledge, including practical knowledge of quality Six Sigma tools, comfortable with the formal problem solving expertise such as PDCA or DMAIC. Those are also a plus. So you've got that Lean Six Sigma background. You've done lean agile function, quality assurance, operations. This would be a really, really neat role to check out. Again, that's a quality manager role with Masonite, and that role is in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And both the roles I'm going to talk about here with Masonite today come with a very, very strong possibility of a full-time employment opportunity at the end of your SkillBridge internship. So keep that in mind. And the salary for both of these roles is going to be around 110, 112K. So they are going to be really selective. We really want to make sure you have some of these skill sets we're talking about. With that, the next role, again, is a continuous improvement leader with Masonite. This one is in Colfax, North Carolina. Really, really great location. This is also a candidate that would be responsible for lean transformation, process improvement, the global standards and training at that Colfax location. And this candidate was also be asked to drive change and influence others within the company to make sustainable and measurable improvements. So you're going to be doing process improvement, again, lean agile function. So this person would have a bachelor's degree in engineering, quality operations, supply chain business, or an equivalent background with a minimum of 5 years experience in operations or a transactional environment. There'd also be a person with a lean leader or possess a black belt certification. Again, that knowledge of lean operating systems is what they're looking for this role. And that role, again, is a continuous improvement leader with Masonite in Colfax, North Carolina. And again, both these roles are, in the six-figure salary range. So they're going to be selected with this. But if you meet some of these qualifications and these roles are of interest to you, please connect with us, jump into our talent pool and register and let us know that you express an interest in that role. Finally, I always want to talk about Texas Instruments every week. Texas Instruments, great partner. They're starting another cohort, 23 October. It's for a role in Dallas, Texas, an equipment technician role. So if you've got 3+ years of mechanical experience, electrical background, basic mechanical, basic electrical experience, and you're looking to pursue a really exciting career in the manufacturing and chip industry, microchip industry, this is a really, really cool role. It's a facilities technician with Texas Instruments, and it's in Dallas, Texas. And if you're interested in that, connect with us, Brandy Walker, join our talent pool, and let us know. We'd love to reach out and tell you more. So again, these are some of just a few of the SkillBridge roles we have. Masonite as well has some great new roles in North Carolina if you have basic mechanical knowledge and electrical background. So jump into our website, register with our talent pool, and let us know you're interested. We'd love to connect. With that, I'll hand it over to the direct hire dream team here, and Kate Wood talk about some direct hire opportunities. Kate?
Awesome. Thanks so much, Matt. And just as a reminder, the roles that Matt just mentioned are for those eligible for the DoD SkillBridge program. The roles that Matt Hart and I will mention from here on out will be available to transitioning service members, veterans, and military spouses who are open to work right now who are actively job seeking and can start within the next 1 to 2 months as well. So, and just a reminder, this is just the top line of the roles we've taken over the last week. All of our opportunities can be found on our website, hiremilitary.us, and you can search by state and filter that way as well. So I have several opportunities to share with you today for direct hire roles. The first being a digital project manager. This is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was with one of our clients. They are a global leader in their industry, and their headquarters are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So they're looking to bring someone onto their digital team in a project manager capacity. This role does require a bachelor's degree in a relevant field. So thinking computer science, IT, business administration, or they will take equivalent practical experience in lieu of a degree as well. They would like at least a minimum of 5 years as a project manager, specifically someone that has done project management within digital or a technology focused environment. So if that sounds like interest to you, you can comment, if you can, digital project manager in the chat, or you can DM myself or the lead recruiter, Amber Flores, directly if you'd like more information on that role, the digital project manager in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The next position I have is a software engineer role. This role is in Richardson, Texas. This is going to be an on-site software engineer position for our client, who is a global company. This is a new team, so you'll be working on a highly critical project alongside other members from their global team as well. This position will be responsible for writing, debugging, maintaining, and testing the client's software in various different languages, in levels from firmware all the way to application. So the requirements that we have for this role, we do need someone that has C# and .NET experience. They really need to have hardware, software integration experience as well, and experience embedded experience as well. So again, this is a software engineer role that is in Richardson, Texas. If this sounds like something of interest to you, again, you can comment software engineer, or you can direct message myself or Amber Flores directly, who is the lead recruiter. All right, next up, we have, changing over to a different industry, we have an environmental specialist position in Gary, Indiana. If you're not familiar with Gary, it's about just under 2 hours from Chicago. So this environmental specialist position, we know that, sometimes EHS or different roles like that are really of interest to the military community. So we're excited to be able to offer this position in Gary, Indiana. This role does require a bachelor's degree in environmental science or a related discipline, and they would like someone with at least 1 to 2 years environmental experience, preferably in a heavy industrial or a mining industry or company, but that's not required. Really, the degree and those 1 to 2 years of experience are what is required for this position. And again, that's an environmental specialist in Gary, Indiana. Just like the other ones, you can reach out directly to myself or Amber Flores if you'd like more information on that role, or you can go directly to our careers page, search by the title, and you can find the full position description and salary range there as well. The last role I have to share today is a special one. This role is supporting the U.S. Army TAP program. As you may have heard, we are one of the subcontractors supporting the DoD-wide hiring for the TAP positions across the Army. We have one final position that we are looking to recruit for. It is a career skills program administrator in Fort Stewart, Georgia. So if you're someone that's really passionate about assisting and helping the military community, we'd love to be able to take a chance to speak with you about this role, working directly on site in Fort Stewart, Georgia, supporting the military service members there. But you would be a part of our team here at Tenova Hire Military as well. So if that role sounds like interest to you, you can reach out directly to me, send me a DM, or Brandy Walker as well, who are recruiting for this position. So that is what I have today for our direct hire openings. I know Matt Hart has several others that he's excited to share as well. So I'll pass it over to you, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to be sharing just 2 different positions today. The first one is a materials planner out in Salina, Kansas. So anyone near Fort Riley out there in Kansas. This one just screams veterans to me. Basically, what you're going to be doing is planning, scheduling, and monitoring inbound movements, materials from suppliers. You'll analyze supplier in-house inventory levels. Really, you're just managing the supplier services and quality issues for the company. What they're going to look for is about 3 to 5 years experience with purchasing and procurement functions. So about an enlistment's worth of procurement and purchasing. What they want, obviously, knowledge of procurement materials management practices and principles, But really, it's building the relationships and interacting with vendors and internal partners, because you're going to kind of be the face of the company. We're working with all these different suppliers and vendors, internal partners. So again, that's a materials planner in Salina, Kansas. The next one is going to be an HR generalist in Louisville, Kentucky. This is going to be not necessarily like your typical coming out of the military working in HR type position, because they're going to need about 7 years of related work experience, prior experience in heavy industrial environment, bachelor's degree, human resources or business administration. Some of the things you're going to be doing is serving as a liaison between employees and managers. You'll balance the needs of both parties within organizational and overall goals, providing operational support for projects, initiatives, continuous improvement, administrative needs, things like that. Really, you're just going to collaborate with the HR manager, development, implementation of all aspects of performance management. It's an HR generalist in Louisville, Kentucky. If you're interested in any of those, you can always go on our website, see the full job descriptions. Those are just like wave tops of what we're looking for. I kind of want to keep those kind of brief because I know Lucy has some really exciting, like really cool new thing we're doing here at Hire Military. I want to be able to give her plenty of time to be able to talk about those things. So I'll turn it back over to her.
My God, that was setting me up for failure.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much to Kate and both of the Matts for sharing our opportunities. I have a couple more to share with you today, but in a slightly different capacity. We are working now with organizations to share their opportunities, their requisitions, but we are not recruiting for them. So if you are interested in anything that I am going to detail in the next few minutes, definitely do still connect with us. Do hit the apply now button for us, and we will make a very warm and direct introduction straight to that organization for you to talk to. So first and foremost, you may have heard us mention it before, but we have built a relationship with an organization called Veteran Service Brands. Founded by veteran Jack Child, Veteran Service Brands is a portfolio of veteran-focused franchise networks, really aimed at setting up the US military veteran with a successful, service-based, entrepreneurial business opportunity. So his team have combined their many years of industry and military experience to create unique, low-cost franchise business offerings for you as today's veterans. So there are 4 brands within his network, and all 4 of them have a slightly different business opportunity. The first is GeForce, and that is parking lot striping. I mean, think about it. There are parking lots everywhere. They all need to be striped. There is heavy business in this area. Field Ops, which is athletic field marking. So, schools, grounds, you name it, any kind of athletic field. Mach 1 epoxy floors. So think about your garage floor. There is big business around that as well as paint call, which is essentially giving you the opportunity to create your own painting business, residential, commercial, house painting. So these are all turnkey opportunities with the initial continuing support, all of it that you will ever need. They are essentially, or Veteran Service Brands, is a home away from home, because it is all veterans working together to create and strive to build their own businesses under a much larger umbrella group. And there is huge amounts of collectivity, connectivity, and collaboration there. You get everything you need to include marketing services. The second one is a new role that we want to share this week. It is an administrative assistant in Corona del Mar, California. So this one is paying about $60,000 to $62,000 per annum. It's for a company called Michelin Financial Group. And on their behalf, we are advertising an admin assistant role. Michelin Financial Group is a veteran-inclusive boutique investment bank and FINRA's oldest diversity certified broker-dealer, owned and operated purely by service-disabled veterans. So again, a very veteran-inclusive environment. And when I say veteran-inclusive, they are really out there to target and to bring in the military demographic, so mil spouses as well as veterans and transitioning service members. So this role is a traditional admin assistant role, supporting the president and CEO by handling correspondence, managing calendars and appointments, arranging conferences, conference calls, travel arrangements, you name it, the typical admin duties. They are looking for somebody with 3 to 5 years experience in admin or executive assistance and a minimum educational qualification of a high school diploma. So if you are interested in either of those two organizations at all, please do either connect with me directly. You can send me a DM here on LinkedIn or drop a comment and I will come back to you later. So this is a tricky one, you guys, today, because there are no comments or conversation to acknowledge or to answer. So I think at that note, I will just pass it back to Matt, and Kate. Is there anything more that you wanted to share today, or shall we say a goodbye?
One thing I wanted to share, and I guess it's just been we work with SkillBridge, we worked with direct hire, but just something we're seeing on the DoD SkillBridge side in terms of, like Matt mentioned earlier, making sure you're having those conversations early with your command teams and talking through those intricacies related to your program to make sure that it's a smooth process once you find a company that's ideal for you, and making sure that those things align and you can move quickly to start and get those pieces together, and just having the conversations early. So just wanted to always mention that, because that's a question that comes up a lot in the comments. I think we have sometimes is like regarding the SkillBridge program and how to work through those things with your command teams. But we have a lot of really great resources on our website specific to the SkillBridge program, how to talk to your command about it, frequently asked questions as well. So that's definitely a place to check out if you're in that demographic transitioning from the military and have questions surrounding the SkillBridge program.
Thanks, Kate. And I think one final thing that I love to share is if you are interested in SkillBridge and you identify your own SkillBridge internship, but you need a host because they are not necessarily SkillBridge, DoD SkillBridge qualified or registered, we can perform that for you. So again, ask the question. We can share with you how we do that, and we can give you all the detail. Heather, it's lovely to see you. I'm glad that you jumped via YouTube. Great to have you here. Jackson as well. So lovely to see two people today, because we really do thrive on the interaction that we get from the audience. And these are so hard when technology lets us down, but we still go ahead. We still get there. It's been great. I'm very much looking forward to a LinkedIn LinkedIn Live next week. But until then, thank you so much for joining us. Great to see you. And we will see you next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye-bye.